This is a Ryan King Scales production.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Ryan King Scales of Ryan King Scales Productions, and I want to speak to you all about a very serious matter. In the coming weeks, I've been paying attention to the news, and, I've seen the situation about Michael Brown, a very unfortunate situation that shouldn't have happened the way that it did. And all the senseless killing since then, the speeches against activists, the KKK protesters, and it has been a very trying time in America, and I honestly don't see why the world is the way it is. All the senseless killings since then, just police just going rampant, just shooting people, innocent people, media, things and like that and such. It honestly just does not make sense to me. I don't understand how we call ourselves the land of the free and the home of the brave, and we do the things that we do, and we live the way that we live. It makes no sense to me at all. And to no effect has there been any lines of punishment, any lines of redemption or anything like that as far as, righting the wrongs that have been done by those who call themselves to preserve and protect, as they say. I have two little brothers, and it would kill me if one of mine were taken away from me. I'm not about to sit here and say that I'm going to prepare my little brothers for the fear of life, that they have to go out and watch out for police and, getting shot for doing nothing. I'm not going to prepare them for that, because that's not the life that I want them to live. I want them to live free, and I want them to be happy, And it sickens me that we have to deal with situations like this. We have to deal with the separation between, am I going to teach this person about the birds and the bees, or I'm going to teach this person about how to survive and act in a certain situation. Some people hide behind the badge and, think that they run the world, when in truth, their life can be taken just as easy as they can take a life. And for someone to be able to live with that on their shoulders and that on their heads for the rest of their life, knowing that it wasn't a situation that should have happened, or they know they were wrong for what they did, is even more to the effect. But I guess that's just the system that we built America on, because for some reason some people have justified and think it's okay. People constantly get away with that type of stuff all the time, and it happens every day. It has happened for decades, centuries, however long you want to say it. And it's not just happening here, it's happening all over the world. So we're not the only guilty culprits, but as a country, we have to do better. And the only way we can get better is to get over this hatred that no one understands, this malice, all of this foolishness that people just choose to believe in for no particular reason. If there's anyone out there that loves someone, if someone were to lose that person, whether they be white, black, Asian, Latino, whatever the case may be, it wouldn't matter at the end of the day, because it's not about the race of the person. It's not about whether or not this person means this to me or means that to me. It's still an innocent person at the end of the day. That person means something to someone. Therefore, their life is just as valuable as yours may be, and it gives you no right to take a person's life, especially if they're surrendering. And that's what struck me the most. And I want to give a special thanks to Orlando Jones for doing his bucket challenge and calling out the true issues going on in America, not turning a blind eye to it. And I have the most respect for you right now, sir. I greatly appreciate you for doing that. The reason why I call this video What If is because I took a little bit of time to put together a few questions, a couple of what if questions, about what if America actually did things a different way to make life better, so we could actually be the land of the free and the home of the brave. So here are my questions. What if we lived in an America where police departments, state, local, and federal court systems actually completed thorough investigations on the people they employ when they commit crimes versus protecting them? What if we lived in an America where the police actually served and protected everyone versus profiling and intimidating certain people? What if we lived in an America where domestic violence cases were actually taken seriously and the victims were properly looked after and cared for? What if we lived in an America where I didn't have to worry about teaching my little brothers about the random dangers in life, such as being shot by some random cop or racism, and instead teach them about living life and being happy? What if we lived in an America where George Zimmerman would have been convicted for murder for following Trayvon Martin after being told by a 911 operator not to do so, and he did it anyway?
What if we lived in an America where the law didn't protect people under the influence of alcohol and drugs and instead was actually harder on them for the crimes they commit? What if we lived in an America where Marissa Alexander didn't go to jail for firing warning shots at her aggressor who previously abused her? What if we lived in an America where the prison system was actually regulated instead of being stereotyped as a bunch of animals raping and stabbing each other? What if we lived in an America where the KKK was targeted just like the Black Panthers? What if we lived in an America where parents weren't subjected to jail time because they took their children to different school districts because they wanted them to have a better education? What if we lived in an America where the government actually ended the war on drugs instead of funding it? What if we lived in an America where we didn't sell weapons and training to other countries and then later go to war with them? What if we lived in an America where politicians and social groups stopped demonizing other countries' religions to go to war with them? What if we lived in an America where the media stopped putting so much focus on celebrities' lives and actually focused on the real problems in America? What if we lived in an America where believing in God wasn't considered a bad thing? To my little brothers TJ and Isaiah and all my brothers worldwide, we are not targets. We're not supposed to live in fear. Be swift with your knowledge and be intelligent to the facts. You're a man. Live free and be happy. Don't let what you see on TV scare you into living in fear. That's what they want you to do, and you can't do that. For all my fallen brothers out there, for all the mothers who cried tears over sons that didn't get to reach the age of 25 or even 18, my heart goes out to you all. I love all of you. Thank you for all my fans for watching. Don't be afraid to ask your own what-if questions, because sometimes we see life as it is instead of the way it should be. One thing I won't do is live in fear, but one thing I will do is live free. Rest in peace to all my fallen brothers. God bless you all.